you, I have never seen this guy, so I'm excited to see new talent getting on the stage. Let's give it up for Mr. Denny Green.
Thanks. I feel like I can talk to you people. I recently just got pulled over by the cops and I was arrested, and I've never had a record before. This whole thing's new to me. First of all, you can tell I'm new because first off, I pulled over the wrong side of this playground. And he tells me to get over to the side of the road, so I do, and I'm on the shoulder and he's coming up from behind. I figure, well, I'm in park now, I can now get that bag of Cheetos from underneath the seat, right? Well, I don't know what he thought I was going to do with these Cheetos, but he's like, get your hands right the seat. All right, fine, whatever, you know. But remember, I have Cheetos on my freedom of relations. I'm like, what's supposed to ignore these, you know? And he tells me, get out of the car. Like, so I'm complying because I don't want any trouble, you know. And so I get out of the car, and I guess I tend to. The best way I heard it put is I tend to charge out of a car, and my friends now that I shout slogans like "Viva Colombia" or "You'll never take me alive, you fucking copper." And I didn't know I was doing this because who notices little nervous twitches like this? Look at that. Nobody noticed this, right? So now I'm afraid that no matter what I say, it's going to alter the complexion of my argument, you know. And I'm saying, officer, look, I cannot walk a straight line, but that's why I'm driving, right? And he didn't find it either. And I'm thinking, you know, yes, I'm driving fast, but when you're in my condition, do you think it's a good time to spend that much time on the road? I mean, I want to cut my drive time down. I'm trying to be fucking responsible, you know? And somewhere in this confusion, I guess I thought he asked me if I could touch his nose. And I thought that was weird too. And the fact that I touched his is more impressive than touching my own. And I'm not going to be, sir, do not, you're messing with, I'm not going to meet with resistance. So all of a sudden, I had to work. I had to kind of like, boop, and I made that noise. I was like, boop, and I'm no, son of a bitch, this guy was pissed, right? So, and the next thing he does is this, I guess he calls it a half Nelson, although to me it felt like a couple Nelsons, you know. And real quick, I don't know who this Nelson guy was, but when they name something like this to you, you're kind of a dick, right? I'm not trying to offend any Nelsons here tonight, but that's way, that's half. There's a whole one, right? This is a nice fucking guy, right? So I'm trying to tell this, listen, officer, I laugh when I'm nervous, and he won't listen. He keeps talking. I can't really hear him, and I'm like. And I think I vomited just a little, just in my mouth, nothing he was seeing. And he's like, I keep asking him, what? Spell it. Because I can't, but he won't spell it. And he's like, pissed, right? And I'm like, and he's telling me that, he's telling me my rights. Well, I appreciate that, but it seemed like a weird time for a civics lesson. I'm like, okay, fine, but, and the pisser is, my saying what spell it can now be used against me in a court of law. So yeah, some rights, thanks a lot, And now all I'm thinking is, I don't want my girlfriend's ex-dad. And I said that right, girlfriend's ex-dad. They couldn't, this bitch can't get along with anybody. I don't want him coming and saying, hey, guess who I saw wearing an orange vest on the side of the road picking up shit, and she's gonna say, Denny Green. He's gonna say, well, yes, of course. I mean, how fun is that? Why even have the conversation and skip it, right? So, and if I can pause right here and tell you guys, adopt a highway. And if you don't believe the roads are bad, you really should lay on your stomach and just kind of like, wow, that's really fucked up. And you'll see what I'm talking about if you watch the traffic, but watch for this. So now I'm on my feet, and the lights are still going around. And to me, it looks kind of like a strobe light, And I like dancing, right? Now, he didn't like dancing, which I thought was also puzzling, because a lot of times the guys dress like that when you go to certain clubs. They love dancing, and they're usually good, And I thought that'd be a connection, so I'm like, and it didn't connect. And actually, that's when the cuffs came on. So I'm like, I'm not a criminal now? I mean, 20 minutes ago, I'm a law-abiding citizen, now I'm like going to jail. And all I've ever seen, of jail is what I've seen on TV, And I'm like, now I gotta start smoking. I need a tattoo. I gotta learn to shank. I gotta become someone's bitch. I don't know how to. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be the dainty guy. I'm not gonna be that. So I've already lost the upper hand. I haven't even gotten there, and I don't know how you gay people do it, because I figure. You guys figure that one out. But I figure, you just walk up and say, "Sir, are you gay?" And they're like, "No, me neither." Pussy, right? So I'm thinking, now I gotta get into prison. So I figured that the key here is gonna be like, you know, like subtlety. I'm gonna be inconspicuous, right? So I'm in the cell giving back rubs to the guys, right? And the guard's like, buddy, get over here. And I'm like, spell it. And he now real quick here, I don't know what, these law enforcement guys, I don't know how they do all the paperwork. I don't know how they fill out their fucking application. These cocksuckers won't spell shit. They won't do anything for it. We're paying them with tax dollars. So now I'm like, what? And he's like, what are you doing over there? I said, well, I'm trying to make bitch. I don't even know how to say it. I'm trying to make this guy bitch, you know? Can you please? He tells me that that's prison. This is a holding cell. You know, I would like to have known that because all I wanted was to be held. So I'm like, why did you tell me this, you know? So forget it, you know? I made my call and I called my buddy. He's been out all night getting my car out of the pound. He's keeping this news from my family and from my girlfriend's ex-dad, you know? And he's been doing this, and like a real true friend, he shows up. Above and beyond the call of duty, he shows up, and when he meets me, when they let me out, he's there with a big cup of coffee. It's nice, you know? He's got cream and sugar, which really fucking pissed me off, because he knows I drink my coffee black. I'm like, son of a bitch, we talked about this, he knows, you know? And I'm seeing red, because I've been hardened by my time inside, you know? And I even said that. I said, you know. But if I have to like take anything from this experience, I have what I could actually describe as a profound appreciation for my freedom, a somewhat better understanding of the law, though it's a little sketchy. But one thing I honestly can say is that I really do give one kick-ass back rub. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot.
You guys have a good time, right? Yeah. Good. I'm glad you guys